get into the first segment, which is going to be talking about WNBA record breakers, because there were two people that broke records towards over this weekend while football was going on. And I mean, it's really like super impressive what these females have been doing, and this season in the WNBA has really awoken a lot of basketball fans, and a lot of people now realize, ooh, the women's basketball team, like the women's basketball, it's really fun to watch. And obviously a big reason of that is because of Caitlin Clark. And I will say, despite Caitlin Clark's talents, the rest of the league in the WNBA also is full of talented players. But Caitlin's attention that she brings towards the game immediately opens up all of these other WNBA athletes to a whole new repertoire of fans. So it's like people that wanted to watch Caitlin are now going to be, whenever Caitlin goes up against somebody like Aja or Brenna Stewart or Sabrina or somebody else that isn't entirely like well known in the WNBA and doesn't get that much media attention, they're going to gain fans just because they played against her. And really, that's something that I just thought that the WNBA players would understand, but a lot of them really don't, and it's sort of it upsets me. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of these women, they do deserve the respect that they get. And I also want to sort of like let it be known, like, and for those of you guys on the audio section, you guys, like, you won't be affected by this at all, but I do get held up in meetings a lot because we do talk a lot of football. And that's one of the big reasons why I tend to be late at these 12:30 live streams. When I should be here at 12:30, I'm in a meeting, and that's the big reason. And it's crunch time. So that's sort of, I apologize for, like, you know, being late 9 out of 10 times, but it's like I can't really leave the meeting until I do this or I do that. But aside from that, the record that were broken, because I might as well talk about them. So first, Aja Wilson. She has become the first ever WNBA player in the history of the WNBA to score 1,000 points in a single season. It's never been done before in the WNBA. And a lot of you might be thinking, oh, hasn't it been done before? Well, it's because the amount of games that the WNBA plays compared to the amount of games that the NBA plays is so tiny. And because of that, that is the big reason why you don't really see that many 1,000-point scorers in the WNBA, because the sample size just isn't enough for that. That being said, getting 1,000 points this is a very impressive accolade, and it really goes to show you just how much of a well-rounded player Aja Wilson really is in the WNBA. She can basically do everything. I mean, if you want to call her the WNBA's LeBron, I mean, you totally can go right ahead, because she does have the points production. She's able to pass the ball pretty well. She's also able to rebound the ball very effectively. And she has such an all-around game. It's like, by far, she's most likely going to win the MVP for the WNBA. I would be very surprised if it was anyone else to be named the MVP. And really, like, the only other player that I could probably see winning the MVP over Aja is Caitlin, simply because of, like, for a couple of reasons. So one, the hype around Caitlin is huge, so I wouldn't be surprised if the voters sway the vote in Caitlin's favor. And two, the Fever are actually a playoff team now for the first time, and it's all because of Caitlin. And, like, I mean, that represents value, whether you guys like it or not, whether you're an Angel Reese fan or not. Making it to the playoffs on your first year as a rookie represents value. It's exactly why CJ Stroud in the NFL won the Offensive Player of the Year, like Rookie Offensive Player of the Year, because of the value that he brought to the Texans franchise. And, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a completely different league, but still, it's more or less, like, it's the same idea. And speaking of Caitlin, she also, of course, she also broke a record over the weekend. She recently broke the rookies' single season. She set a new record for rookies in single season points. So right now, this is the best rookie season in the WNBA in terms of scoring. Like, she breaks so many records, like, you can't even keep up with how many that she's broken. But this is just another one to her resume. She is now the rookie scoring. She set the rookie scoring record at, I believe, I don't know exactly how many points she has. We still have to wait until towards the end of the year to see how much she finishes with. But as of right now, and the fact that she's doing this and still has a couple more games to be played is nothing short of impressive. And in the last game, actually, in the most recent game that the Fever played in, Caitlin Clark dropped 35 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, and was also able to accumulate 3 steals as well. And in her entire rookie season, she has ranked first in points, first in assists, and first in 3-pointers. This has never been done. So, I mean, she breaks a record, it feels like every other week. And what she's doing is nothing short of impressive. I mean, she's just amazing. And really the saving grace for the WNBA, because without her, I don't think this entire thing would have even been possible. And records are meant to be broken. And once people see that records are being broken, then people are going to want to pay attention. It's a skeptical. You love to see it. And quite frankly, I think, aside from Aja, Caitlin could be in the running for the MVP for reasons that I said before. But I do think Aja is going to win it unanimously because, she's just having a phenomenal season. Now, Caitlin, she's most likely going to win the Rookie of the Year award. She's most likely going to win it unanimously. I have no idea if there has been a WNBA rookie that has won the Rookie of the Year award unanimously before. No idea whether or not that has happened, but I wouldn't be surprised if she wins it unanimously because she has definitely delivered on everyone's expectations. And it's the same thing. It's literally just Wembanyama all over again, really, just for the WNBA. I mean, when Wemby first entered into the league, I was just banking on him. He was without a doubt going to win Rookie of the Year. The question was whether or not he was going to win it unanimously. And he ended up winning it unanimously. And what really helped him was the matchup against Chet Holmgren, who was the runner-up to the Rookie of the Year at the time. And really, all the hype around Wembanyama just ended up being true, similar to how the hype around Caitlin is going to be true. So, same thing that I said about Victor. The question isn't going to be whether or not she's going to win Rookie of the Year. Now the question is she going to win it unanimously? And I think she is. Given Angel Reese's injury and how she's not playing, she was the runner-up. And Caitlin not only has been able to outplay her in a majority of the games, and not only does Caitlin have a better record than her in some of these games, but she's just having a better season. Now, Angel, obviously, yes, she did set the record for most rebounds in an entire WNBA season, which is probably what's going to prevent some voters from voting for Caitlin and thus preventing her from winning the award unanimously. But if the voters were really, really thinking about it, Caitlin should win this award unanimously. It should not even be close. And I know, the injuries, barring injuries, maybe she wouldn't have won it unanimously, but you also have to remember your best ability is your availability. And it's that simple. And I'm sorry to say it, but it's if you're just not available, you don't deserve to win the award, plain and simple. But that's all I have to say in this. That's all I have to say in this first segment. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the next segment where I talk a little bit about the top 30 coaches in the entire NBA. So I'll be right back after this short break. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the